Good morning, YouTube. How are you? Coming live from Big Dog Forge this morning on this wonderful Sunday. It's foggy, a little misty where I'm at, which makes it kind of cool. I like that. Anyway, just waiting for some chat to show up. If there's anybody out there. So, let's see. We got a couple of things to talk about this morning. We're just going to hang out and wait and see if anybody's around this morning. Default streamer. Wow. Be cool if I knew what all this stuff meant. All right. Shane, how are you this morning? Good morning to you. It's good to see you, man. It's like you and me this morning. So just checking all my settings to make sure that everything is good. All the stream health. Right on. So, what you been up to, Shane? Anything good this week? Jim Uncle, good morning. How are you from Ohio? It's good to see you here. Just hanging out this morning. Got a couple of things to go over. Probably going to make this stream a little bit short this morning. I've got to go pick up a new propane tank for the forge so we can get some of these videos done that we've been talking about doing all this time. So probably going to go for 30 minutes. Alan, good morning. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Josh, good to see you this morning. Good morning, beautiful. You too. Alexis, how are you this morning? Rory, good morning to you. Mr. Crawford, good morning. I'm trying to keep warm, huh? Yeah, it's a little chilly out in the shop this morning, so I got my little shop coat on here. Jason McPherson, good morning. How are you? It's good to see you this morning. Good to see you this morning. So yeah, I was just mentioning that we're probably going to cut this a little bit short this morning. I have the opportunity, we're going to probably go 30 minutes, something like that. I got the opportunity to pick up a new propane tank for the forge, and I want to get that done. We're going to start a series, and I don't know how far this is going to be out. In the old days, starting a series meant I started filming a thing like the next day or whatever. Nowadays, something that used to take a day takes a week because of all this. So, Saggy Bottom Forge, good morning. How are you this morning? So, the Alexis project. Change your name or a new channel? What you got going there? That's interesting. Like it, like it. Ooh, Mr. Crawford Burr. And all this white stuff. It's snowing where you're at, huh? Interesting. Yeah, we're not getting much snow. We didn't get hardly any last year. I don't know. Some people call it climate change. I call it wishful thinking so I don't freeze to death in the wintertime because I'm old now. Old. So, yeah, gonna see we can pick up a new propane tank this morning. So, like I said, this is going to be a little shorter version of this. Let's see. Let me know if we got any problems with the sound or latency, if this thing gets jittery. For some reason, my stream's telling me it's dropped a little bit, and I'm not exactly sure why, but that's okay. I'm going to try to get a little bit of blacksmithing done here on the channel, only because the goofy little things that we have been doing, viewership has dropped a little bit, and I understand that. That's not a big deal, but I really want to get back to the things that we do here, some of that stuff. And of course, we've got the collaboration going with First Degree Forge. I think you probably saw his short on YouTube where he talked about some billets, and he's going to be making some knives. I hope that you are good with those billets. If you have any problems with them and you need more steel, I'll be producing some more in the near future. Going to do a series on a suggestion that you guys made, and that is to basics of Damascus or pattern welded steel, depending on how you look at it, what you call it. And that's going to start with pattern welded steel has been around forever. Probably a lot longer than Damascus steel itself, simply because harder pieces of things were being forge welded into the edge of axes, that kind of thing. And along that barrier line between the two, or that interface between the two, there was a pattern. So even welding a bit onto the edge of an axe produced a pattern. So pattern welded. So going to start doing some very basic, how to do super basic Damascus, and then we're going to work our way up a little bit and see if we can make a little series out of that. Let's see, I've been ignoring the chat. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. JT's in the house. Good morning. How are you? 8 inches of snow last night. Holy moly. Moved to where snow is very rare. Yeah. I'm thinking about that now that I'm retired. I could go somewhere where the sun shines, like 9 months out of the year. It's my handle for tagging reasons. Over the last few weeks, the chat. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Thanks for the explanation. I appreciate that. Alexi, thanks for that. I appreciate it. Trail Dust, good morning. I see you in there now. So, let me see. Oh, and I wanted to mention to all of you that are here, as most of you guys have been around forever, and some of you were, I can't even go, brain dead. Okay, so anyway, if you guys were ever involved in my Patreon, I went to Patreon and I looked through it, and a lot of you still have your information in there. I would like you to go there if you are and take a look at what you did in the past. I'm going to turn that back on probably this afternoon, and I don't want anybody being surprised by, hey, you just got charged money on your credit card for Big Dog Forge, if you do not want to support that anymore. So no surprises. I've been preaching this for a couple of weeks now, but today is probably the day we're going to do that. I've got my my child, my new editor, working on all that. So, oh, Dogbone Knives, good morning, sir. How are you this morning? Good morning. Weatherman guessed 7 to 12, so I guess kind of right. No, those guys, The thing about weather people, they're kind of like baseball players. If they're right half the time, they're doing a great job. Oh, over Shane, come to Texas, Tim. You know what? Been thinking about New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, southern Colorado, a bunch of areas down there that we have been looking at. And parts of Texas are looking pretty good. I don't know if I could do the flat desert area, but I don't know. Still looking. We're still looking. I'm brand new at this retirement thing. Got to give me a minute. I got to figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, no snow here, just lots of sunshine. Tropical cyclones. Oh my goodness. Jason McPherson, good morning to you. 2 feet of rain in 24 hours. Holy moly. I guess you guys are kind of used to that though down there, so the drains and all that can probably handle the overflow. Either that or you got flooded streets, one of the two. Richard Bryant, good morning. How are you this morning? Yeah, the hills and the trees are a thing for me. It's kind of what I was looking at, like southern Colorado area. But yeah, we're talking about finding a little piece of property where we can just set up a small residence, go there in the wintertime, where it may not be as wet, rainy. Trail dust, overdue for retirement. I was forced to take mine a year early because of this goofy thing that's going on. Not to get you guys all, what do we got going here? I have never done Turkish Damascus. I've not looked at it. I've seen very little of it. It makes these little swirly patterns, and I've seen it a couple of times, but I've not ever looked into the mechanics of how it's twisted and all that, so I can't help you out. But one of these guys probably could. There's a lot of smart guys in here. Oh, James, good morning. It has been a minute. How are you, sir? Metal mashers. 'Tis true. 'Tis true. Let's see. I do not know if I got your message. I've been talking to JT and Josh on Instagram. Where did you send it to? Did you send it Instagram or Big Dog Forge? So I checked Big Dog Forge's mail this morning. There was nothing in there. And I can't say I've seen anything from you on Instagram. So I will check when we're done here this morning. If you're just coming in, I've let everybody know that we are going to probably cut this a little short this morning. I've got to go pick up a new propane tank for the forge because we got to get some hot metal in this shop before I forget how to do that. Just get an RV10, no property tax. That is true. The problem that I'm running into is every place that I've been looking at property down there, they'll only let you stay for like 14 days. Even on your own property. I don't know why. Unless somebody knows something different. Tim's going to be a snowbird? Probably. Will call me a sunbird. I'm heading towards wherever the sun is. Oh my goodness. It's good to see old James, isn't it? I haven't seen your name in a while. There you go. Looks like you got an answer on your Damascus, your Turkish twist Damascus, right there. Big Dog Forge. Don't have Instagram. Okay. I will go check Big Dog Forge as soon as we're done here today, and I will answer whatever you got going there. Thanks for Mods by S. Thanks for chiming in there, man. I really appreciate that. Don't know that I've seen your name in here a lot, but I really appreciate you chiming in and helping out. It's where you come for answers, and usually someone has an answer. Across Canada and the States. You know, that's an idea. Just not settle in one place, just kind of travel for the winter across the South, see a bunch of stuff. That might be a thing too. Take a little more gas money, but doesn't really matter. Money's going to get spent either here or there or somewhere. Hey, in 1963. Hey, how are you this morning? How are ya? The windows are finally free of ice. You heading out this morning, JT? Sounds like you're in your truck trying to de-ice it. Something like that. So, I'll give you guys an update on what's going on. I'm going to get ready to do a video, but you guys are the inner circle here, so you'll let you know what's happening with all of this. I am a disabled veteran, just became that way after being out of the military for close to 40 years. Mostly because of insurance, that kind of thing. Being in the Carpenters Union for so many years. Went out of the military into the Carpenters Union, was there for 33 years now, something like that. Well, I can't say I was in the union that long. Definitely a carpenter that long, but not in the union that long. But yeah, the insurance was pretty good. Retire from there, and private insurance is too expensive, so we went the military route, and now I get military insurance. But I'm seeing military doctors instead of civilian doctors, and they're thinking that the civilian doctors are all wrong, and this may be something completely different than what I've been treated for the last 4 years. So we start over, which is going to be fun. So I'll keep you guys updated with what's going on, and hopefully they'll get this thing corrected. I really want to spend my retirement years with my eyes open and my head up. So if you do not know what's going on there, about 4.5, 5 years ago, something like that, driving to work one morning on a back road in my van doing 40 miles an hour, and my eyes closed and they would not open. And I creeped to a slow stop. Finally had to pry my eyes open with my fingers and drive the rest of the way to work. That's why the goofy hat. The goofy hat holds my eyes open for me. Been wearing hats ever since. Well, I wore hats before, but these hold my eyes open. And then after a few years of that, my neck muscles in the front started pulling my head forward. So this is why the chair. If I push my head back against the chair, I can hold my head up and talk to you guys. But I don't let it slow me down. My wife pretty much drives me everywhere, and I am able to get around and do whatever I have to do as long as I've got my hat, my glasses, and when I climb in the van, I can put my head against something. So, and I don't let things get me down and slow me down. So that's the update. That's where we're at, and kind of starting over with the military doctors, which is kind of weird because I went to the military and I was thinking I was going to get some 80-year-old retired military vet doctor guy, and I walked in and there's this young person. She's probably 30 years old and civilian and a real doctor. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then I got a call the next day after I had this appointment with her, checking on me, and all of a sudden I've never had that kind of attention from a civilian doctor. So keep your fingers crossed, guys. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's update on me, and that's why I'm all this. But we get better. We're looking forward to it. Oh, some buy some, I don't buy a new one. They're junk. We bought an older one and remodeled it much cheaper. You know, yeah, I have an RV that we drove down to, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Yeah, probably that, to Quad State. And I've still got it. It's got a couple of leaks in the roof. I've got it tarped. We keep it in pretty good shape. It's got a great drivetrain. But I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to start working on the body of that thing and getting it up to snuff and just use that because I think it's a late 90s, but it's got a new motor and transmission, drivetrain. Just did the brakes on it. All kinds of stuff. So, yeah. I'm thinking you're absolutely right. I know what's in that thing. These new things got so many computers in them, I have no idea. Just to church at 10 o'clock. Don't plan on going much further than that. Yeah. Yeah, minimize that driving if you're in that kind of snow, man. I gotta tell you. That's right. Different doctors have different... Yes, they do. Absolutely right, Jason. We do what we got to do to keep moving forward. It is what it is, man. It's kind of the world that most of us grew up in was, it doesn't matter what's pulling you down. You just drag it along with you and throw it up on one shoulder and carry it around if you have to. You just keep moving forward. Doesn't matter. No plastic grocery bags while everything is sold packaged in plastic containers. I know. A lot of this stuff doesn't make sense to me either. Whatever. I have no idea. I got to the point where I've kind of disconnected myself from all of that stuff and all the political stuff and everything because if I'm on the outside, I can look in and just laugh at everybody. If I get involved, it's too messy. So I don't know. They make laws and rules, and what about... So I just kind of sit back and laugh, and I figure I got so much time left on this planet, I'm going to spend it doing something I enjoy rather than worrying about whatever. Right, you're right. 100% myself. Care for those military doctors. Some are really great, others are pure crap. It's been my experience in the past when I was in the military. Some of them were fantastic. And some of them, you're absolutely right. I think they went into the military to become a doctor because they couldn't get a doctor's degree anywhere else. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, yeah, part of my story is that when I was in the military, I was in one of those kind of special ops units. I was an Army Ranger and got busted up a couple of times pretty bad. And I went through the gamut of doctors, as they were putting me back together and making me work again so I could go back out. Yeah, some of them were fantastic and others just didn't have a clue. They had no clue whatsoever, but yep. Yeah, 1963 from one veteran to another. Stay the course. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't think about what might have been, what, any of that kind of crap. You just gotta kind of make your own destiny. Seen a lot of those. Was a medic your whole career, huh? Wow. Well, thanks for your service. That's pretty cool. Looks like we got about 18 folks kicking around, and we're got about 5 minutes left here. We're going to keep this short today. Like I said, I'm on track to pick up a new 100-pound propane tank for the shop and get that thing filled up with propane this morning, and I don't want to miss that meeting, so I don't want to miss my chance because it's a pretty good deal. And that way we can move forward with making some videos, because I could not get my old cylinder recertified. It had been recertified too many times. So I think I might chop that thing up and make a barbecue out of it, or another forge or something. I'm not sure. It's a big cylinder. Thanks, Richard. Yep, wouldn't change a thing myself. I spent a whole bunch of time in Central and South America when I was in. And I gotta say, it was quite an experience, but that was when I was a young man. I was, 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Not so much anymore. But you have a hard time stopping me, that's for sure. That's for sure. All right, guys. Let's see. A V8 gas. I like it. V8 gas forge. Nitro fueled. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty funny. JT, you're a kick. So I hope those billets that I sent to you, JT, are going to be sufficient for whatever it is you folks needed those for. And I think probably what we're going to do is, like I said, my days now take a week instead of what used to take a day. Now takes a week. So things move slowly here. So I've got things written down on my little book that we're moving towards, and one of those is some simple Damascus. And as those billets come out of the shop, I will not be making knives out of them. I may once in a while, but typically it's going to be make a billet, and those are going to be available to folks. And I don't know how yet. I don't know if that's going to be a thing we're just going to be selling them, or if we're giving them away, or I have no idea. We're going to figure something out there. Being the retired guy and a fixed income, it's going to be something, but we'll figure it out. And when we figure that out, as we move forward, I'm going to rely on you guys in this little inner circle we got going here to help me out with some of those decisions and figure out what's going on. Because this channel is really about you guys. It gives me something to do and a reason to stay in the shop and moving forward and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It's kind of a collective blacksmithing voice here. So Area Holloway. I think I got that right. Played music for the USO back in the day. Much respect to those who serve. Thank you. That's very sweet. Well, I'm glad you played music for the USO. I gotta tell you, a very important part of the military was the USO and the volunteer folks that really helped out. Richard Bryant, you have a great day too. Take care. Make a ribbon burner. You know what? I probably should. That would be a fun thing to do. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Daniel, is that if we had a deep forge, multiple burners, we could just turn the burners on that we needed. And yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but it might be a thing in the future, because I could definitely use an upgrade on my forge. Definitely use something a little bit bigger for forge welding, that is. Yep, those billets that I sent out, those things are a little thick, and they were pretty much, I think one or two of them that I sent to you was, they were from the 1824 Damascus recipe from India, and I put some 1095 in the middle and then just sand-mined that around them because that was a little lower carbon steel, and they've just been setting, so they are a little bit thick. They need to be drawn out and then taken care of. So oh, dog phone takes me an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. I know. That's funny. Me too. Leroy Holloway, thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. It helps. It helps, it helps. Jason McPherson. I'm glad you're back to work, and I'm glad you got past all that. I swear that most doctors, they just want to give you pain meds of some sort and or a pill of some sort and send you on your way, and like, okay, that one's fixed. And then it's like the next one on the conveyor belt. And they charge you so much money just to go in and see them for 5 minutes, and they write you a prescription and send you away. And it seems like nothing ever gets fixed. But I think it's about to change. Things are looking up on this end of the world for me. So thanks for all your support, guys. It is 6:31. We were going to keep this short anyway, so I'm going to say goodbye to you folks. I don't want to miss my destiny this morning with Propane Tank, and we will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for joining in this morning. Thanks for hanging around, and we're going to call it good here. So we will see you soon. This is the part where I got to try to find the button that turns all this off. I made it really big and I put it over there. I think it's over there. See you, Alexis. See you, Dogbone. Take care. See you guys. See you, Daniel. JT. Josh, see ya. Take care of yourself. Soggy Bottom. Have a great one. We'll see you next time around, guys. Wolfbert, take care. You were the first one in this morning, man. Really, I'm really glad you were here, Shane. Thank you so much. Kept me entertained while we waited for everyone else. All right. Okay, guys. This is it. I found the button.